What is going on, everyone? We are back with another video, and I just wanted to take a moment to rank all of the stories in Bangkok Haunted. And you know what? I figured there's only 3 of them. I've got like 10 minutes to record something to get a little bit of something done, and I wanted to get this done, so we should be able to knock this out in less than 10 minutes. I don't even think it'll be near that long. So starting off at number 3, what I think is my story number 3. I'm going to try and find a better way to do this. The only way I know how to do this right now, the way I want to do it, I want to be able to just drag and drop things, is by doing it through Canva. But the problem is I can't big screen it when I do it, and I don't want to create a whole new thing that's actually on Tiermaker's website. We might do a Tiermaker's website thing later, or start doing it for that moving forward, but this was just something that I wanted to get together for now, and we'll see how that plays. But starting off at number 3, I have got to go with Black Magic Woman. That was, for those of you that don't remember, the second story in the movie, and it was about the woman who got a potion from a neighbor that allowed her to basically get any guy that she wants, but as soon as she does what she needs to with them, they end up dying. Again, this specific story just didn't click with me. I don't know if it was the writing or what, but it was just a story that, over and above all, I didn't have a whole lot of interest in. And I don't think it had anything to do with it, like being a woman's story or anything like that, because I typically still get into those if it's horror. It just wasn't very intriguing. Okay, number 2, and this is going to shock some people, I got to go with Legend of the Drum. Now, the reason I have Legend of the Drum at number 2 is, how can I say it? I have had some time to think about this movie, and I think my number 1 just edged it out for me in overall enjoyment from what I got out of the movie. So Legend of the Drum was the very first movie. It was the one that when we were going through it and watching it, the subtitles were way behind, and it is what it is. That doesn't have any effect on why it ended up falling behind Revenge for me. My problem, I don't have a problem with it. I actually think Legend of the Drum's a good story. I think the whole situation where, see, like clockwork. I just think you like my voice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think the story is just really well done. I think that I love that it's the story that ends up playing back into the frame narrative later on. It had a fun little twist ending, and I loved the history and the mystique behind everything that was going on. You got a story about betrayal, where you end up finding out that the brother kills the sister back in the day and chops off her arm, puts it in a drum, which causes her to haunt the drum, and she's trying to help people figure out what happened to her. And it was just really well done. My number 1 story in the entire schmovie is Revenge. And you're falling out of the chair, bub. You don't want to do that. And as I thought about it more, the reason why Revenge ends up being my number 1 movie is I think the twist ending really grabbed me at the end. And the more I think about it, and the more they unveiled everything that had happened. Like, the guy's going on this mission to try and find the killer of this woman. And the first guy that he thinks did it, he ends up accidentally killing during a struggle, just to find out that guy couldn't have killed her because he was crippled and couldn't get out of his chair. And then you find out that the second guy that he blamed and caught up with and killed wasn't the killer either, because he wasn't around at that time. Like, there's no way he could have been the killer. Then the guy goes to where she had apparently been hung, and it turns out she unalived herself, and it's a warehouse where they stock ice, and what she did was made an ice pyramid, got up there, did everything herself, and then the ice melted. And it's just wild to me how they played that out. And then you come to find out that all of a sudden the last guy was going to be put in jail, but he was also a part of the problem because every single one of these people had a reason why she was as depressed as she was, and she went into what she did. So I just really liked the revenge story. I will say my only problem is revenge specifically is the least horror centric. It was definitely more of a crime drama. However, it was the better story out of the three. And I think that's why when I originally recorded everything, I had originally said that I think I was going to have Legend of the Drum above Revenge strictly because it is an actual, truly more horror experience, like centric story. But I couldn't hold true to that. I really do think Revenge was really well done, and I really liked it. I know some people have it as their least favorite, which surprises me because I really do think Black Magic Woman just falls off. It wasn't as good. Oh, somebody loves his head scritches. Yeah. I love you too, bud. But all right. That is going to do it for this video. Like I said, it was going to be a short one. It was never intended to be a long ranking. There's only 3 of them. So, and I will try to do this with everything. Now I'm only going to do shows split up by seasons when I go to do this because I don't want to be ranking like multiple seasons at once of a show. I'll just do one season at a time. And I'm not even going to cover a full show at a time if it's multiple seasons. I'm going to do a season. I'm going to do the random picker or take whatever opinions are, thrown my way and then go cover those. But all right, guys, that is going to do it. So yeah, Revenge is my number 1. Legend of the Drum is number 2. Black Magic Woman is number 3. With that being said, love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Peace.